Hey, in the shop with me today, I got Edgar Solar from Classic Industries. How you doing, Edgar?
Good.
Good to see you, man. You know, I'm surrounded by so many gauges. I think I'm at a family reunion here. You brought something for everything here, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. About all I could put on my table here. But some of these are, you got all sorts of different makes here. You got OER and Autometer and Dakota Digital. Some of these are things I think of you guys as making and carrying, and some are different than I think of you guys as carrying. Starting out in the close to home stuff, you got some Camaro stuff down front,
Yeah, we've
right?
got the Camaro 120 mile an hour Speedo with the speed warning, and right next to it you see the 140 mile an hour version, which was using the Copo model Camaro.
Which is a very cool gauge, but next to it, those look like Chevelle gauges. Is
Yeah,
that true?
Yeah, those are Chevelle gauges. Here you have the standard Chevelle warning light gauge with the little sweeping fuel sender, and then you could also see the one below it, which was using the SS models.
Now, I don't think of you guys as carrying Chevelle.
Yeah, we don't have a catalog for Chevelle, but we do deal with a lot of different manufacturers or vendors, and we tend to sell a lot of their products. So in that case, just because we don't have the catalog, but we do sell them online.
So you can find them online. Would that be the case also for these? These are Corvette gauges here,
Yeah,
right?
these
Which,
Corvette
again,
gauges.
you guys don't normally do Corvette.
Yeah, the Corvette gauges are the same deal here. You can see the 68 to 71 there and with the green lettering, and the 72 to 74 with the white lettering.
And all these are going to be the correct fonts and the correct lettering and all of
Yeah.
that for the OEM replacement, right?
Yeah, just as the original. OER does a really good job at making these exactly like the original style gauge.
But let's say we're doing a resto mod, so you got this, you also carry Autometer gauges.
Yeah, we've got a couple different choices for those guys. We've got like the carbon fiber look here. We've got the Phantom gauges. We've got, the regular ultralights. I mean, there's a lot of different choices to choose from. And some of these will go up to like 200 miles an hour or 10,000 RPMs,
And whether you do it or not, it's sure nice to have it sitting there in it.
Yeah.
But this is a work of art here. This is a beautiful piece.
Yeah, that one right there is actually an all-in-one gauge package there. It's for a 55 to 9 Chevrolet pickup. You can see it's got the sweeping extended mile per hour, so I think it goes up to 140.
Yeah.
It's got an 8,000 RPM tach. It's got LED lights. It's a really nice upgraded version than the original.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And then even some Dakota Digital stuff.
Yeah, that one right there is 67 to 72 Dakota Digital dash, and that will install directly behind the dash bezel.
Now, what are the tach adapters for?
Well, the tach adapters is, all of our tachometers that we sell from OER are set up for a points ignition. So if you're using a HEI or some other type of ignition like an MSD, we sell tach adapters to convert the signal so you get the proper reading.
Excellent. Now, how about these guys up here?
Here we have a couple more Chevelle gauges for 70. You can see here we've got the tach, the Speedo. They've got the green lettering. The 71, 72 models would have a white lettering, which we also have available.
All the way it's supposed to be.
That's correct.
But those, Edgar, those are Mopar gauges.
Yeah, this is
Another thing I don't think of you guys as doing.
That's right. This is actually, we'll start thinking about it because this is actually our new vehicle line. You could see here the Mopar gauges we have here in the front. This is a 70 to 71 Challenger E-body gauge set. It's just displayed in this housing here to show you what it looked like. And up here in the front, we've got the 68 to 70 Charger B-body style. You can see it's got the Speedo, the individual gauges. We've got the clock, and then the TikTok tach.
I always love the TikTok tach. That's just such a great name. So, for almost any application, Classic Industries got you covered here, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We're working on it.
You're working on it. Well, hey, if you want to learn anything more about any of these great OER or Autometer or Dakota Digital gauges you can get from Classic Industries, log on to myclassiccar.com. So how about Lincoln? How about T-Bird? What do you think?
It's a possibility.
It's possible, you just never know.
For classic performance products, cruise over to the Speed Shop Mall at EggySpeedShop.com.